So here's the replacement, and already look at the shape of that box. There's a dent, there is a dent. Okay, I'm already sweating bullets. Let's check this out. Such an iconic shot. Hey, what's up guys, boys and girls, fellow collectors from all around the world. Yvan Seb, the French collector, is back for yet another video, guys. Got this baby yesterday, so that's the replacement. For those who haven't seen the previous video, I received it 3 weeks ago. And there was a faulty light bulb, a faulty LED that wouldn't light up. It broke my heart, but I had to send it back and got this one now yesterday. So that's why I didn't film the unboxing or the assembly. You still have this in my previous video, go check it out. I forgot to remove these. So there's a bit of Halloween decoration in the background. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day outside, but I closed the blinds because this piece, man, is so beautiful. It lights up like a freaking Christmas tree, and so I guess it's best reviewed in the dark. We're gonna switch off that light in a few minutes. So did this time machine come without any flaws? Is it perfect? Well, I would say almost perfect. There's one tiny little paint chip just right here. Actually, it's not even a paint chip. It looks more like a bit of paint got rubbed off probably during shipping. But after what I experienced 3 weeks ago, like I said, first I got this DeLorean with a faulty LED. But at the same time, that same week, I was expecting the part 3 Marty McFly figure. And the post lost my package, so that was a really depressing video. So today I'm not gonna give myself any headaches. I'm not gonna go crazy over this little thing. It's gonna be an easy fix. The hardest part is to find the right color to match the paint, but other than that, once I found the right paint, I'll fix this in no time. So really not a big deal. I mean, it's so tiny. This thing is such an eye candy. It's such a beautiful piece. I mean, surely that's not the first thing people will notice, right? Other than that, there is another very funny QC issue actually, but this time it makes me quite happy. There is a little QC issue that makes this DeLorean one of a kind. It gives it a unique feature, but I'll show you this in a couple minutes. First, let's check the lights. Damn, this is absolutely fantastic. Everything works. Turn signals here, beautiful. And the back as well. Here are the rear lights. I love this license plate. It's a sticker, but high quality sticker, which really makes it look like metal. I might change this to a real metal license plate someday, but I have to say the quality is still very impressive. Look at this, I love it. Details on the back are impressive. Beautiful paint here. I love those metallic parts. Beautiful red paint here. Metallic blue over there and here on the other side. Fantastic. So like the previous one, door is kept open with a ratchet. So those are the interior lights that we already had on the Mark I that came out. Then that was like 8 or 9 years ago. So we have the flux capacitor fluxing there in the middle. Beautiful. And looking at the lights over there on the ceiling, I'm wondering now, maybe there was a second QC issue with the one I got 3 weeks ago, because I think those lights that I'm looking at right now are much brighter than on the first one I received. I'm gonna have to go back to my previous video and check this out. I'm not sure, but they look much dimmer. Another light on the other side. here, very bright, beautiful. Look at this. I got so scared the first time I switched it on because this light here is so bright. You'd think you see it from anywhere around the car, but actually it's so well hidden by the seat that from the other side it just looks like it stopped working. But probably the most impressive upgrade and most beautiful feature are all these lights that we didn't have back in the day on the Mark I. And that was very frustrating. I remember being so disappointed. I mean, at least give us the time circuits, you know, those dates in the middle, you know. But no, they were just painted. So Hot Toys fixed it. This time around, we have the dashboard lighting up. I'm gonna try to focus. Absolutely impressive with the DMC logo here on the left. All those gauges. We got the speedometer over there. And we have the time circuits over there in the middle. That is fantastic. So the middle date, the present time, is the one that wasn't working on my previous one. You had the destination time and last time departed. Those were working. And the green date and time in the middle were couldn't just be switched on. It was pitch black. So that was unacceptable for me, you know. But now they're working and it's fantastic. Then moving around. So that's also something that we didn't have on the Mark I. These gauges light up. Freaking impressive, and they are so bright. I know a few collectors were complaining that their lights weren't bright enough. So I don't know, maybe that is a QC issue. If you put brand new batteries, I don't know why they shouldn't be bright. That's fantastic. Absolutely in love with this car. I mean, my favorite version of the Time Machine will always be the one from the first movie. But as a collector, this knocks the Mark I right out of the park. I mean, look at how bright the rear lights are. Those LEDs are almost blinding me. Beautiful, so beautiful. And of course, you know that already, those dashboard, those cockpit lights are not the only upgrade. So now it's time to show you what I was talking about, what I mentioned a few minutes ago, that thing I would call a very positive and funny QC issue. So in order to show you this, I had to raise the car. I put it on these two glasses. Do not try this at home, guys. But yeah, here is this unique feature that makes my time machine one of a kind. I do believe, because I showed this to at least 20 collectors out there, 20 friends who own one as well. And they said, no, Seb, mine doesn't do that. I also checked every YouTube video out there and I haven't seen this anywhere else. Mine is the first one to do that. So let me show you. Here we have the cascading green lights, 2 rows of 5 LEDs, right? That light up in a sequential order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At quite a fast pace, right? So let me switch it on. I find mine to be super slow. 1, 2, 3. All of a sudden, oh my God, the 4th one doesn't light up. And then bam, 5. Again, very slowly. 1, 2, 3. And then boom, doesn't light up. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, unbelievable. Another QC issue. I almost started crying. Yeah, I really thought, again, I had 2 dead LEDs here that wouldn't light up. But then when I switch it off and then switch it on again, boom, works perfectly. That is so strange. That is so weird. But if I switch it off again and on again, it still works. Off, on again, it still works. But that's really strange is if I do switch it off and leave it like this for like 15-20 minutes and then I come back and switch it on again, it will again be super slow with the 4th LEDs not lighting up, and then I'd switch it off and on again and it works perfectly fine again. So it's always the first time I switch it on that it seems to do this thing. Very weird, and then it works. Which means, guys, that I'm the lucky owner of a Hot Toys Mark II time machine that has 2 different light up patterns on the undercarriage. And that is so cool. Damn, when they're lit up, those wheels are absolutely fantastic with the light shining through. It's beautiful, such a beautiful and impressive effect. We have the tire valve. Did we have a tire valve on the Mark I? I cannot remember. I think we did. I'm gonna have to check on mine later. So someone said, I can't remember now who, but I think it was in a YouTube video that someone mentioned that once they're lit up, those wheels are so beautiful that it's a pity that this part is hidden when the car is in flight mode. But you know what, guys? I was watching the movie again the other day, and in some scenes when the car is flying, the wheels are not flipped to a complete 90-degree angle. So what you can do if you want to still be able to see those rims a bit, I'm gonna try to do it. I swear to God, guys, check for yourself, watch the movie again. In some scenes, not every time, but in some scenes when the car is flying, the wheels are only flipped so far down. So if you want to display your time machine in a flight mode, but still be able to somewhat see those beautiful rims lit up, you could, depending on the scene, display it like this and still be movie accurate. So I just noticed this little wire that's stripped back there behind the wheel. So I probably did this by accident myself when I pushed the wheel back in. So be very gentle when you do that. But anyway, you know, the lights are still working, so no panic. I'll put a bit of electrical tape around it, and I'm never touching the wheels ever again because I'll never display this car any other way than in flight mode. But just letting you know, be careful when pushing the wheels in and out. Giving you one final look at the undercarriage before I put it back on the turntable on which it was before when I started the video, which is what I'm gonna use for the stand, because I don't like that stand that Hot Toys gave us. The car is too high, it doesn't feel secure enough for me, and it just feels too flimsy. Also, I just don't want it to be displayed, you know, flying, but rather just hovering just above the ground, just like on the movie poster. Just like so. Absolutely beautiful. So having it displayed like this, also you get the reflection of the rims on the ground, which is beautiful. I don't know how they managed to pull this off. This is amazing. I mean, not only can you flip the wheels in a flight mode, but when it's in a regular driving mode, the wheels still somewhat turn left and right. It's amazing. Now those lights are insane, but that's not all, because this is also a major upgrade compared to the Mark I. We have the back thrusters lighting up. Damn, I love that effect. It's beautiful. The only thing that's missing now is a smoke effect. Just like on the Mark I, you can also move the steering wheel. You can move the gear stick also. It's covered in a leather-like material. Beautiful. Time circuits handle also moves. Freaking insane. One last articulation in the back. There's Mr. Fusion here that you can open. Absolutely love the paint on this thing. The back thrusters are beautifully painted with that burnt metal effect. That is beautiful. I also love how the seats are weathered, especially the stitchings. I love it. A lot of people were complaining, I mean literally crying for like 3 minutes in their videos because of the little weathering, little stains, mud stains on the wheels. Oh my god, it looks like shit and whatnot. I mean, come on, look at this. Can you see them? I can see them. Yes, I can see them if I put on the flashlight. Look at this. Is that what's so shocking? I mean, there's nothing wrong with the tires. People complaining for no reason at all, just for the sake of complaining. Now for real, this car is perfection. If I had 2 little things to say, 2 little nitpicks, it would be, well, I'm gonna have to flip the wheel again to show you this. Hold on. first nitpick, and that's quite shocking. I mean, I just don't get it, man, because they made that same mistake on the Mark 1, and after all these years and all the collectors pointing that out, Hot Toys should have listened. But again, they got the rims wrong. What's more shocking is if you check the rim that's under the hood and acts as a battery compartment, that one is right, because see, it has that little circular groove in the middle, which is not on the four wheels. So go figure. I mean, that's freaking mind-boggling, man. Second nitpick is that, again, just like on the Mark 1, the high beams are switched on at all times. Those in the middle, I mean, they're never on in the movie, you know, only the exterior lights, but these two in the center are supposed to be switched off. At least they could have given us a separate switch to give us the option, you know, to have them on or off. I guess for accuracy, if you really want to try it, you can still disassemble that front part and disconnect these two LEDs, but that's just, again, like I said, a little nitpick. But other than that, this car is freaking perfect, man. Yo, guys, that is so sick. Can you see who's sitting in there? These two compadres. Oh my god. I mean, when Hot Toys back in the day released these two amazing figures, I knew it, that someday, eventually, we'll get a Mark II time machine. And mark my words, there will be a part 3 by Hot Toys as well, and of course I'll get that one as well. So a lot of people said it's difficult to put these two figures in there. I mean, that was the easiest thing. Look, the doors are closed shut. Doc holding the wheels with both his hands. Jesus Christ. I love them. Look at Marty over there looking at Doc thinking, oh my god, how can he drive with these glasses on? Freaking love it. That Marty McFly head sculpt is my favorite by Hot Toys. I mean, it's amazing. Actually, if someone owns one and wants to sell it, let me know. Just the head sculpt, obviously, because I want to use that head sculpt without the hat for my part 1 figure. Jesus Christ, I freaking love it. Absolutely love this display. I'm gonna leave them out. Of course, I'm gonna try to recreate the movie poster for my display, but they definitely fit in that car beautifully without a headache. Well, I guess it's time to wrap this up, guys. But yeah, I'm absolutely blown away. I remember 3 weeks ago when I got my faulty DeLorean, I was so mad, I was so pissed, but today I'm so emotional now, I almost feel like crying. I could almost cry. I mean, look at this. You know, all it takes is like 3 minutes reposing these figures, and all of a sudden all these childhood memories come back to the surface, and these movies are just masterpieces, best movies ever. I've never met in my life a movie buff that didn't like these movies. They are, I don't know, I cherish them, cherish every memory related to Back to the Future, whether it is watching the movies with my family or just, you know, playing the video games, watching the cartoon as a kid, listening to the soundtracks, unboxing these figures for the first time, unboxing this beautiful masterpiece that I got today. Every Back to the Future memory is a freaking treasure, guys. Anyway, part 3 Doc should be coming soon, probably next week. Now all I'm missing is the part 3 DeLorean. Obviously it'll come eventually. And please, I want more figures. I want Biff, I want George, I want them all. I want them all, Hot Toys, please. Thanks for watching, guys. That was Ivan Seb, the French collector. And I'm signing out.